Hey guys, I'm back with another video. Now I'm back from my very long break, but this time I'm doing a video about Modern Family, a Stormzy that started around 2009 and ended in 2020 around when COVID was still on. It got an 8.5 rating in IMDb, which is 8.5, that is really good. Because Modern Family, for like the first 6 or 7 seasons, was like one of the best shows I watched. As a kid, I used to watch it all the time, and then when I got older, when I had access to all of the episodes, I binged like the first 7 or 8 seasons. My Modern Family has like, is it 10 or 11 seasons? It's 11, yeah, it's 11 seasons, which is a really impressive run for a show. But I fear that Modern Family overstays its welcome. I always watch every episode until like the seventh or 8th season, and then I'll kind of take a break. But I could never get past the final episodes of season 8, so I never really watched season 9, 10 or 11 until a couple of like years ago when I decided to watch it in one go. And I'm glad I did, because I get to see what finally happened, because I have a lot of positives and negatives I have to say. But should I end the video on a positive or negative note? Yeah, I'm feeling a bit negative today, so we will end it on a negative. So let's talk about the positives. I love all of the characters, especially in the earlier seasons. I love the chemistry that the actors have with each other. I love their arcs. See, I think there was not a single bad character in the show until like the 7th or 8th season, and that's where all my issues with the show started. Like the characters I think that absolutely sucks are normally the boyfriends or the girlfriend type characters in the later seasons. Like, I will say it now, I like Dylan in the earlier seasons because he wasn't there that much, and plus he was obviously supposed to be Hailey's just high school boyfriend. The comic relief, I was fine with that. The dumb comic relief, I was fine with that, because I thought that the show will eventually move on from him and we will never see Dylan again. And then he comes back later, but I'm gonna save that for the negative category. But I like the recurring characters in the earlier seasons, because even if they were slightly annoying, they didn't appear that much. They weren't that recurring, which is a big positive, because this show has a lot of good characters. I enjoyed everyone. It's just season. I think I know when the show declined. It was when they graduated from high school. Like, this is a hot take, but they should have ended the show there, because when they decided to continue the show after that, I'm just gonna say that for the negative category. But I want to talk more about the positives. I love Phil. He is the dad that everyone wants. He is amazing. He is like the perfect husband. And Claire, she can be a bit mean and a bit narcissistic sometimes, but I kind of understand where she coming from. I understand why she is the way that she is, especially considering her dad and how her mom is like. So that makes complete sense. Yeah, let's talk now. Hailey, I like her in the earlier seasons. It's just in the later seasons it became bullshit, but we will get on to that. But I really like her character arc. I really like her. There was a entire episode when she did. There was this entire episode. I'm trying to remember what season it was. It was when everyone was arguing and when Claire was spying on Luke and his friends, and Hailey was taking pictures, photos, Like, I don't understand why the writers didn't explore that path of her. It was literally perfect. Of course, the writers decided, they dropped it for no reason. I guess they wanted to go more into like the fashion side, with the job she gets in the later seasons. But she gets fired off screen and she kind of just does nothing again. I just don't understand why the writers done that. But I don't want to turn this into a rant. I'm not going to be negative. Not yet. I will be negative around the end when I'll be ranting. I want to keep things positive. I like Hayley in the earlier seasons. She was a big sister to Alex. Like, she was great. She was so relatable. Like, I really liked her. I really liked her with Andy. They were the perfect couple. They should have been the end game. Like, let's just move on to Luke. I like Luke in the earlier seasons because the thing with Luke and Hayley is just that they aren't the smartest, but they have street smarts, and I like when they show off their street smarts because in the later seasons they get rid of that. Because in the earlier seasons Luke was innocent, naive. He can be a bit dumb, but he's innocent and he has his own street smarts. Like, if you know what I mean. Because in the later seasons, like, we're not talking about the later seasons, yeah. Like, Luke was great before he graduated from high school. I'm just gonna end it there. Now, let's move on to Gloria. I know this might be a hot take, but I don't like Gloria. I'm just saying it now. I think she's overrated as hell. Like she's not that good of a person. Like she backstabs her sister. She manipulates Phil. I mean, not Phil. She manipulates Jay all the time. She's toxic. She's loud. I know her being loud is just like a joke thing, but it just feels like I take it too far sometimes. Like I'm not trying to be negative. Like, there are things about Gloria that I liked. I like her chemistry with Claire, and honestly with all of the other female characters. I think it was great. Like, even in the later season when the show was declining a lot, I still liked it there. But I really think she's overrated, and I think the only reason why people like her is because of her looks and because of the actress who portrays her. I think that's the only reason why people like her. Because if any other actress played her, I can guarantee you there will be petitions to get rid of that character 100%. I love Jay. Jay may not be the best of dads, but he tries his hardest. He is more of like the tough, old school dads. Like he cares about you, but he shows it in a tough way. Like, I personally think people are just too hard on him, because I personally think he is a good dad. Even when he was struggling to accept Mitchell, being gay, he eventually accepts it. He, sets up the wedding and everything. That was a heartwarming scene, and I loved it because he cares in his own way. He's just too stuck in the past, but he is willing to step out of his comfort zone. It's just I just don't like who he partnered with. Like I would save Gloria for the negative category, but for the most part I don't have a single bad thing to say about Jay. I honestly I think he's my favourite character in the whole show. From start to finish, he doesn't do anything that bothers me, because I feel like even with characters like Phil and Claire, I felt there could be a moment or episode where they could do something dumb that get on my nerves. But with Jay, he's perfect. He's so perfect. I love Jay. He's amazing. Now, who's next? Oh, Manny. I'm just gonna save that for the negative category, because I have a lot to say about that guy. Yeah. Now let's move on to Cam. I feel like Cam is someone I just wouldn't be friends with in real life. He's too sensitive, he's too manipulative, and he's really sensitive. It's mainly the sensitive part. But And see, I like him in the earlier seasons. I just feel like in the later season he turns really toxic, manipulative, and no, crap. No, there was this episode. I tried my hardest to remember what episode it was, but like I'll leave it here if I remember. But there was this episode where Cam fake breaks up with Mitchell. Cam fake breaks up with Mitchell. He pretends to break up with Mitchell without telling Mitchell to kind of get their friends on his side in case they ever do break up. I don't know. I just find it very manipulative and messed up. Like what? And he kind of gets let off sometimes with that. Like all I'm saying is that's really messed up. Like faking a breakup to get your friends and your boyfriend friends on your side. It's just, especially if you and that person isn't really going through a hard time. It's just that level of manipulation and controlling. It's just, I have to call it out. It's unacceptable. If I remember what episode it is, I'll put it right here. It wasn't the best of episodes, and I feel like this is when I hate Cam the most, because it was just a really messed up thing to do. But other than that, he's okay. But he needs to tone it down with the sensitivity, and he's perfect. Now Mitchell, I honestly like Mitchell. He's more level-headed, balanced. I like that he was a lawyer. I didn't like how he got fired, and I just didn't like how he lost the job of being a lawyer and everything. I just thought that was dumb. But Mitchell, weirdly, I kind of wish that Mitchell and Phil had more screen time because I think they have really good chemistry there. I really wish they interacted more because the scenes that we get with them together is really, really good. So I really want more. I really wish we got more of that. It was good. Other than that, I don't mind Mitchell. No, Lily. I don't mind Lily. She's just kind of I don't want to be negative because this is the positive of view, but yeah, I'm just gonna save it. All I will say is that I like Lily. No, I like her. I just don't like her storylines later on in the show. But overall, her personality and everything else, I liked it. Well, that's enough of the positive side. Now let's just tear this show apart. Now it's time for the negative. I hate the earliest. I hate the later seasons. As soon as they graduate from high school, the show should have ended. The fact that it continued for a couple, 5 more seasons, pissed me off because they just didn't know what to do with the children. It was just, oh my god. Alex, I really like Alex. I really like her actress. She's great. I like an earlier season, but I just in the later seasons they just made it just too mean for no reason. I didn't like how mean they made her. And Hayley, what's up with that? Why did you make her pregnant? Why did you make her end up with Dylan? I'm trying to understand what's the thought process here. Oh my god, I just remembered the professor. He's the worst. He's one of the worst characters in the show. He's fucking awful. The professor is worse than the weather guy. And what is it with all of Hayley's boyfriends getting a lot amount of screen time? Andy was the best one, and it feels like compared to all of Hayley's other boyfriend, he gets the least amount of screen time in my opinion. The weather guy, what was the point of that? That was just a complete waste of time, and they should not have done that. And the professor, I can't even be bothered to remember his actual name because I don't give a shit about him. He should have never been in the show. What the hell was happening there? What? Quick note, the series finale was shit. It was awful. That final season was shit. I know COVID affected a lot, yes, but it was still bad. he was still bad. The fact that the professor ended up with Alex was so lazy. That was so fucking lazy. Like, why did we spend so much time on him? He was awful. Like, I thought he'd be like a one episode character thing, but no, he stays there a lot. Why did he get so much screen time? I hate him so much. I hate that stupid professor so much. As soon as him and Alex kissed, I literally turned off the TV, just walked across the street, just wondering what has my life become to for shit like that to happen. It is unacceptable. Alex deserves better. She deserves so much better. Hayley. Why would I be so obsessed to put her in a relationship? Why did I make her pregnant? Why did she have twins? Why was she with Dylan? Why did she get married? What is happening here? Oh my god. Why did she get married? Why did she have twins? Like, you do realise that she could have remained single and had a job. Like, you didn't have to put her in a relationship with Dylan. Like, I don't understand that. She could have been a strong, independent woman. Instead you just make her a stay-at-home mom with her stupid, annoying husband that no one likes. Like, oh my god. Dylan in the later seasons was unbearable. I think the reason why I didn't mind him that much in the earlier seasons was because he was a recurring character. He wasn't really there. In the later seasons, he was basically in every episode, and he just became really annoying. It wasn't funny. It was just like, oh my god, like, my god, I need to calm down. Okay, Dylan sucks. Hayley sucks because of what the writers do to her. Alex sucks because of what the writers do to her. Oh my gosh. Why are we on the topic of romance and love? What's Manny's deal? I never liked Manny. Even when I was watching the show when I was a kid, I didn't like him. Like, in earlier seasons, I feel like Manny was the only thing that I didn't like in the earlier seasons. He was just too annoying. And I find it completely unrelatable. Like, unrelatable and very annoying. And in the later seasons, he made it worse. He just became creepy. I think it's the right word to use. He just became creepy, horny, and just sex hungry for women. And it was creepy to watch. Like, that whole, like, thing that he had with Hayley. What the hell was that? Well, why did you make this guy just a complete pervert and creep? And didn't he have a crush on Sonia, a person who he's related to? Like, what? Like, I don't know what. I mean, the show jokes about incest, and I'm fine with that. And they did it in the early seasons, and it was funny. But in the later seasons, for the characters to actually have feelings for another character who are related to each other, it's not funny. It's disgusting and creepy. And I didn't like how that was Manny's whole character. And Manny had a girlfriend in the later season. I don't remember her name. I refuse to learn her name because she's fucking awful. And the fact that they did some weird love triangle with Manny, Luke, and that stupid ass girl was just so random. And like, what? Like, this happened in the final season. It's one of the reasons why the final season is so bad, because they did weird stuff like this. And then Gloria was kind of having to go at Luke for betraying Manny. But doesn't Gloria betray her sister all the time? Like, she just comes off as a massive hypocrite. So Gloria, shut your mouth. But what? This is just... Like, Manny, it's like, for me, it's like the worst main character in the show. And it's just not even close. Like, I didn't like him in the earlier season, and in the later season you just made him like this pervert. Like, what? Why did they do that? What's Luke's deal? He kind of turned into a Manny 2.0. He was just sex starving and just horny all the time, and it was just like it felt like he had no personality anymore. It felt like his whole personality is just having like it's just making out with girls, dating girls that are like 20 plus the age of him, and it was just like, oh my god. It just feels like what makes Luke special was gone once they decided to go with the whole horny approach. I did not like that. Like Manny and Luke, that was a duo I absolutely hated. They got so much screen time and Manny dragged Luke down with him a lot. I absolutely despise Manny. He is the worst thing about, well, one of the worst things about this show. And sadly Luke fell as well. Now, there's a few more things I want to talk about. Like, I was planning on talking a bit more, but I'm starting to realise that I have a lot of more bad things to say. And I don't want people to think that I hate the show, because in reality, I do not. I really, really love this show. Like, even in later seasons, there are still moments and scenes that I really, really enjoy. But I'm going to talk about three more things. I want to talk about Cam's sister really quick. She was fucking awful. Why? Like, why did she exist? The thing is, I didn't mind her at first because she was just a recurring character who appears every now and then. That's completely fine. And then there's a whole season where she lived up the upstairs, like, you know, spare room. Where and it was just awful. She basically became like a main character, like part of the main cast, and it was just awful. Like, wow, like that was just so unnecessary. Like, she really made it hard to watch, to put it short. She was awful, but she's nowhere nearly as bad as Manny, but she's still awful. Second thing I want to talk about is Lily, Cam, and Mitchell. I just didn't like how they turned them into bad parents, because it just seems in later season they kind of joke about not knowing what Lily does and what her hobbies are. I really did not like that. I just didn't like how they made them just flat out bad parents, because no matter how you look at it, it's bad parenting, not knowing or not caring what your kids are into. And I didn't like it. It was awful. I also didn't like how they tried to portray Lily as like a person who has no personality. Even though she does have a personality, it just seems that no one cares enough to talk to her and stuff like that. I don't know, it's just something I just don't understand, because in earlier season they gave so much of a shit for her and they were being really good parents, and then it feels like as soon as she grew up, all of a sudden they don't give a shit. Like, I don't get it. It was awful. It was awful. As soon as a kid grows up in the show, they turn terrible. Fucking hell. Okay, now the final thing I want to talk about is the season finale. It's shit. Well, I'm gonna say it how it is. I get it. COVID ruined a lot, so certain characters can't be there. I get it. COVID happened, but that just doesn't justify how. I don't like the season finale. I really, really don't. Like, we get a whole subplot about Hayley and Dylan and the stupid twins who shouldn't even exist. They are awful. Oh my god. And then Dylan and for fuck's. Wait, what happened? No, there's something that happened that really pissed me off. It's when Cam was basically guilt tripping Mitchell into, you know, oh my god, can't even talk, I'm so mad. Basically, in the final season, Cam want Mitchell to kind of move to where he lives, even because Cam said, I spend my entire life living in the city. Like why don't you try to live where I live? You know, in the farm and all of that. And I really just don't like that message, because one, he's clearly trying to manipulate him, and two, Mitchell obviously can't adapt to that sort of life. And plus, I just don't like how Cam was basically trying to force him to kind of live there. And what about Lily? She goes to school, and then you're going to make her just move schools because you want. Like I get it. They adopt a new baby and they want to start somewhere new. But why did they buy a new house just to move to a completely different, like to the countryside? I don't understand that. I really don't like that message. Like, Cam manipulated Mitchell. No, in my point of view, that's what he did. Like Mitchell didn't have to go there. He couldn't adapt there. I know what I'm about to say sounds really hard, but I'm really, really happy a spin-off didn't happen. I'm really glad, because I may or may not have enjoyed it. We never know. Maybe some things are better off as they are. And also, what's up with Claire in the season finale? She decided to quit working for closets. After Jay retires. I like that storyline. I just didn't like how Haley, not Haley. Oh my god, I mean Claire. I just didn't like how Claire just decided to quit. No, she tries to sell the company to like a bunch of nerds, who wanted to invest it or whatever. I just didn't like how she sold it. Because she kind of ends up doing nothing, and that's kind of her father's legacy, and she's just selling it like that. And then she's doing nothing, and then she's finding a job, and then she... Oh, no, it's so bad, it's all just so random. And then Luke is trying to go into college, which is... I don't really care. And fucking Manny's doing whatever. Like, this finale was just so bad because Countess was just doing boring, irrelevant stuff. And the reason why I always will hate this season finale no matter what is that stupid professor comes back. And that relationship that he randomly starts with Alex, like, what? Got a quick rant about Alex. His name's Ben, right? Yeah, Ben. But no, not Ben. Crap, the fireman. No, like, Ben was sort of a boyfriend, but I didn't like Ben. The fireman guy. I like him and Alex together, but even though Alex did kind of treat him like crap, they kind of did have chemistry, and the way that they broke up was just so lazy. Like if you really think about it, he was basically victim blaming. Like, shouldn't he be concerned that a co-worker of his has nude pics of his girlfriend? No way. Like, I don't get it. Your co-worker literally has nudes of your girlfriend and you're blaming her. Like, I get it, she kind of messed up, but he's missing the bigger picture. It felt like the writers wanted to break them up for some reason. Like, as soon as I saw that scene, I kind of had a feeling that the writers were gonna break them up. It was just so lazy. I just don't understand that. The writers do so much questionable stuff in the later seasons. Oh, okay, I think that's the rant done. Yeah, I finally got it out. Yeah, it feels nice. This is a prime example of why American shows, like, this is a big problem that American shows has. It overstays its welcome. 11 seasons for the show was too many. They should have ended it. This show should have had 6 or 7 seasons, and then they should have ended it. As soon as they graduated, the show should have ended there. It literally ended perfectly with the adults drinking and everything. The show really messed up. They should have ended it there. It would have been perfect. Oh my god. Well, that's it for this video. And I'll be back if I feel like ranting or talk about another TV show again. And I'm out.